We haven't had an opportunity to talk in a while, and now your son is playing for a Stanley Cup, and I know that you are still a Montreal Canadiens fan. You're laughing. How does that work? They treated him rudely, did they not?
Oh, no. I mean, if you look at our history in Montreal, they drafted him, and PK had this dream to play in the NHL, and also the second dream was to play for his favorite team, which was Montreal at the time, and my favorite team for 47 years. So you look back, there are more fantastic memories than not so good memories.
What was your reaction to the first period scrum was Sidney last night? They've got a thing, and it's, listen, nobody ends up getting involved in a tussle with one of the great players in hockey unless that other player's pretty damn good himself. PK's been able to. So yeah, PK's been able to get under his skin and took him off the ice, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I don't like it, but all the fans around me did. They just loved it. No, Sidney's a great player, and people don't know this, but when we're in Sochi, PK's was Sid's best friend, and the other way around. So the comparative juices are flowing on the ice, and people love drinking it. So it was Pittsburgh's turn last night, and hopefully it'll be Nashville's turn come Sunday night.
There has been so much conversation about the trade between Nashville and the Canadiens, PK Subban for Shea Weber. When is it too much? When do you want to turn that off and say, you know what, he's a Predator now, let's get on with it?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I did it the day I found out that he was traded. I was walking the hills at Etobicoke Centennial Park. My daughter called me, Daddy, PK was traded, and I thought it was a joke, and I went online, and there it was. He was traded, and I've moved on. PK's moved on, but you know what? Montreal was my favorite team for 47 years, and PK's always been like a lightning rod for controversy. So, and then his relationship with the hospital there. So, I understand why the conversation continues. And it'll probably continue for a long time, but we've moved on, and now we're focusing on the cup and winning it for Nashville, and that's what our focus is right now.
As you know, not everyone feels about PK the way you feel about PK, and an awful lot is said about him, the way that he acts and what he says, the way that he dresses. Does it bother you? I mean, there's a lot of negativity out there about your son.
Well, there's this big word that I don't always pay attention to, but I'm aware of it. It's called distraction. And the minute we allow people to distract us, you'll never, ever reach your destination in life. And PK's had a lot of practice, and I've had a lot of practice with it too, being PK's dad ever since he was very young. And they're good and bad with it, but I do not allow things to distract us, and PK doesn't either. You know what I mean? And I think that's a good life lesson. That's one lesson we've learned. Do not allow things or people to distract you, because you'll never, ever reach your destination. So you don't always have to hear what they say, and sometimes you need to listen to what people have to say. But you just have to, listen, you need common sense, hockey sense, and nonsense. Hockey sense, PK has it. He uses his common sense, but some of the things are just plain nonsense, and you just got to push them out of the way.